taking some B-roll for you guys so you guys can see exactly what it looks like here in Goodyear, Arizona. But it got a little hot. Right now it's about 105 degrees out and I was sweating so bad. So I just wanted to come into my car where it's a little cooler and make this video for you guys. A lot of people don't realize how much Goodyear actually has to offer, and a lot of people think that Goodyear is just way too far west and it's not even close to the city, and that's actually not the case. Goodyear is actually between Avondale and Buckeye. Buckeye is a little bit further west, so there's not a lot going on out there right now, but there is a lot of growth and a lot of expansion in the Goodyear and Buckeye areas. So we're not as far as Buckeye, but we're, like I said, we're right in between Avondale and Buckeye. So to get to downtown Phoenix or to get to Surprise, it takes about 25 minutes to reach downtown and takes me about 30 minutes to reach Surprise, and that's like Bell Road and the 303. We have the 303 right here. It's one of the newest freeways in the Phoenix metro area, and then we have the I-10 that actually connects to the 303. A lot of people don't know this, but the 303 is actually going to be expanding, so there's been talks of it. Fingers crossed that it's actually going to happen in the next 3 to 10 years, but the 303 is actually supposed to be expanding more south into the Goodyear Buckeye areas, which is going to be really neat as well. And then we have the I-11 that will supposedly be coming here in the West Valley in the future as well. I don't know exactly where the I-11 is supposed to be leading to, but I have a feeling it may be connecting to the 303 and the I-10. Not 100% sure yet, but that'll be really neat. Number 2 is people don't realize that we have an airport out here. It's not a commercial airport, so you don't think that you can just go like 5-minute drive and hop on an American Airlines flight and hit Hawaii in the next 24 hours. That's not the case. It's not a commercial airport. It is called the Phoenix Goodyear Airport, so it's kind of like an extension. It is a private airport, and I have been told that they do a lot of pilot training classes over there as well. So if you're looking for a pilot training course, I would recommend you look into the Goodyear Airport here in Goodyear, Arizona. So I grew up here in Arizona. I am a born and raised Arizona native, and growing up, we were told that the Goodyear Airport had a graveyard for old planes that fell into the ocean or that like crashed in the desert, and they just kind of brought them there to fix them up, but they never got a chance to fix them up. They were like not able to, or they were just, I don't know, it's just a crazy myth that we were told growing up that this is a graveyard and this is haunted, and it was so weird. It's like eerie almost, because you do drive off of Bullard and you do see planes that, and I keep looking this direction because the airport is literally right diagonal away from the Goodyear ballpark where I'm sitting at right now, but there are planes that have like doors hanging off of them or windows bashed in and things like that, so you do see a little bit of an eerie vibe over there because it quote-unquote was a graveyard at one point. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a really cool story. It's a really cool story. But yeah, so that's one thing about Goodyear, is there is an airport over here. It is a private airport, and it's mainly just businesses that work out of there in pilot training, so I've been told. Number 3, I don't know why people think this, but there's nothing to do in Arizona. But there's a lot to do, especially here in Goodyear, especially if you're an outdoorsy person, like I've said in so many other of my videos. If you are an outdoorsy person, you guys, there is a lot to do here in Goodyear, Arizona. We have a ton of hiking trails, we have a ton of golf courses, we have a ton of bike ramps here in Goodyear. On top of that, we have fishing. Did you know that? Like, we have fishing here in Goodyear, Arizona. We have the canal here, we have residential fishing. I believe that with the residential ones, you cannot keep the fish. It is a catch and release, but it is still something fun that you could do with you and the family. And on top of it, look where I'm at, spring training. This is the destination for spring training here in Arizona. This is one of the hot spots here in the valley, in the US, for spring training. Like, it's insane. Arizona just has the perfect weather, perfect destination for you and your family to come out and watch your favorite teams to do their spring training, and it is the best time. Highly recommend it. At the ballpark here, they actually host festivals sometimes. So at the beginning of the year, I actually attended a hot air balloon festival here at the Goodyear ballpark, and it was one of the best times in the world. They actually lit up all the hot air balloons and actually lit them up to the beat of the music, and it was the coolest thing in the world, and it was so much fun. And I swear, if you are able to attend, you will have such a grand time, or even at a spring training game. Also, if you guys like NASCAR, we are not far from the PIR racetrack. So it's the Phoenix International Raceway here in Avondale, Arizona. It's about 5-10 minutes away. Depending on where you're at, it may be 15-20, maybe maybe not even 20, but it's so close, you guys. Not too far at all. If you don't want to live in Avondale, you want to be a little bit more west here in the Goodyear area, and you like the lifestyle of Goodyear, you can definitely hit that International Raceway in a very, very short amount of time. Number 4, I know you guys have probably been wondering this. What is the cost of living here in Goodyear, Arizona? I'm gonna tell you this, it is a little bit more pricier than if you go to Buckeye or if you go to Avondale. The homes here in Goodyear, Arizona are a little bit more up there, and we are expanding, so there is still so much growth left to grow. Anyways, here in Goodyear, Arizona, there's still a lot to do. There's still a lot more homes coming. There's a lot more commercial businesses, a lot more family-friendly activities here in Goodyear that will be coming to the community very soon. But the cost of living here in Goodyear, you're gonna find like a single family home, about 3-bed, 2-bath. You're not gonna really find anything under that 300 mark. You're looking at between, you know, the 350 to up in the 450 price range. That's kind of where you're gonna be, depending on what style of home, how updated it is, and what area you're going to look in Goodyear as well. So for taxes here in Goodyear, we are a little bit higher, and this is actually going to surprise a lot of you, but we have been known to be a little bit more than Scottsdale. For your utilities here, you're looking at overall around 3.9% more. And for the taxes for groceries, I should have noticed this when I first moved here, because I love just buying food so much, but the taxes on your groceries are more expensive than if you were to live in Peoria or the Glendale areas. Number 5, a lot of people don't realize this, but Arizona is one of the top states for people to retire in. Why not? It is beautiful, it is vacation all year round, there's always something to do here, and it is affordable. Okay, so number 5 is we have 2 55+ communities here in Goodyear. One of them is in one of my favorite spots in the Estrella Mountain Ranch community. It's called Cantamia. You have a lake out there, it's a gated community, there's golfing, there's classes, there's clubs, there's so much for you to do. You have pickleball, tennis, all kinds of, you know, amenities for you to enjoy if you are looking to retire here in Arizona and not wanting to be in the Sun City or the Sun City Grand area here in the West Valley. On top of that, we have Pebble Creek, which is older than our community in Cantamia. It is wonderful. It is also a gated community. You do have lakes out there. You do have a golf course. You do have clubs and things like that that you can enjoy as well. The price points are pretty much the same, anywhere between that 300 to, I would say, about 600 mark right now, depending on what type of home you're wanting. But if you do have questions, you can always give me a call about those communities, because they are slightly different and in 2 completely different areas. If you're wanting a mountain view, Cantamia is definitely it. If you want quieter space, if you want to be kind of secluded, Cantamia is definitely where you're wanting to be. And I'm sweating right now because my AC just went out, so I'm gonna cut this video short a little bit. But you guys, thank you so much for taking the time and watching this video. I appreciate you guys subscribing and commenting and liking and always connecting and communicating with me on these videos. Let me know if you've visited Goodyear before, and let me know if you have any questions below. Keep in mind, I am an Arizona licensed realtor here in the state of Arizona, and I am helping people move here every single day. So as much as I love making these videos for you guys, I love even more to help you with your real estate needs. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, night and day, 24/7. I am here and available to serve you at the highest possible level. Thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon.